Well, hello and good morning, and welcome to another episode of Shed Customs TV. In this episode, we're going to be working on Warwolf again, my 500cc 1938 speed twin. Ta-da. And in this episode, we're going to be playing with the clutch. So what I've noticed is riding it when I'm accelerating, let's call it hard for a 500cc, the clutch or the engine note starts to go up a little bit, and I'm suspecting that the clutch plates or the adjustment is out. So because I haven't had it apart for a while, last time was when I changed over the original clutch barrel for an aluminium one. I'm going to have all the discs out and give them a clean and then inspect them and see what I can find. So if you haven't subscribed, then I'd love you to subscribe, give us a like, and check out the other videos, and if you've got any comments, let me know. Right, let's get into it. Okay, so this is the setup. We've got aluminium clutch outer. On this one we've got 4 adjusters. They all look like they're adjusted up quite far, to be honest, but we'll try a screwdriver on these and see if I can put some more tension on, just to see before I take it apart. And then basically we've got to take the brake arm off to be able to get that off, and then we'll pull the guts out of it. So I'll try the tension on these first, and let's see what that shows. Now, I did have a special tool for this, or a tool that I made, but these will have to do for the minute. Well, looking at that, we could put way more tension on that. But like I said, I'm going to strip it down anyway, and we're going to have a little bit of a look. Just make sure nothing weird's going on. Once we've got them past the thread in the middle, we can put a normal screwdriver on them and whiz them out. So I'm going to take the brake arm off next, and we'll see what happens with that. So this is a stud effectively with a nut on the back. So I've got a 7/8 nut. As with most things on this bike, it's all a bit tight. Okay, so I've got the nut and a split washer. Take that pin out. Get that out of the way. This is also how the cover's held on. Now I'm going to take the cover off while we've got all this on, and I'm going to have a little look at the primary chain as well while I'm here, I think. So we get a couple of tools to take the cover off, and we'll do that next. Okay, so let's just take this is like a little adapter I've made at the front. just got this fixing here, which is one of the original fixings for holding the original primary cover. I think there's a video where I showed you how I pull this on. Right, so that could do with a clean. Okay, let's get back to the original business. Taking this clutch apart. So I don't think we've done that many miles on this thing since it was taken apart last time. They've probably been hard because they were at Castle Combe amongst other things, so it probably gets its toughest time in there. But even so, I don't think, although the engine's hopped up, go back to that video and there's a couple of videos of me building this engine. So it's a sort of T100 spec. So half-raised cams, 9.5:1 compression ratio, pistons, some R followers. So it's a pretty sort of tried and tested spec. Oh, I'm going to go get a screwdriver for that lot. Once I've got these undone. I'm sure if you're shouting at the screen now saying you should have a proper tool, I would totally agree. Sometimes you just got to use what you got. Okay, screwdriver. So if you've never played one of these are brass adjusting screws. And just a standard spring from Triumph on these. Not anything too high tech. I'm just going to degrease these with the carbon brake cleaner. Right, so I've degreased them. Just want to see if they're all flat. And they are. So next, what I'm going to do is just a bit of emery cloth. And clean them up. Just take the surface off of them. So I'll do that and I'll bring you back. like a stack of cards. So all I'm going to do now is just clean off the residue, wipe them off just to get the dust. I don't know if it's going to make any difference, but they would have started off nice and clean like this anyway. Probably go rusty, or if they get more oil on them, we'll see. Okay, let's go to the next bit. Right, so I'm just going to give this a quick clean, just in case you didn't see that before. That's the clutch centre with the ball in it. I don't want to lose that. I'll bring it up like that. It's pretty good. So what I'll do is I'm going to eat each one of those one more turn. Two. Just check the yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so we've gone back to the minimal perimeter type chain cover, which is what I used to have on here before. So if you go back in the old videos, I did a load of prep work to cover up the chains for going hill climbing, but unfortunately some things got in the way of doing that, so that's on the back burner for just for the moment. So I'm still now trying to decide whether I want to take the chain guard off or not, which I never ran a chain guard before, don't particularly like them, but again I put that on because it was a requirement for the hill climb. Still thinking about that. Interested to know what you think in the comments. I'm sure there'll be lots of people saying it's dangerous, but it is a chain guard of sorts. So and it certainly makes oiling the chain a lot easier, that's for sure. Okay, I'll bring you back if there's anything more information to show you. Right, okay, I think I'm going to end it there. I'll drop an extra bit in if I do change the chain guard. So it's a bit short and sweet, this one, but just showing a little bit of progress of what I've been getting up to on the bike. Hope you've enjoyed it, and look forward to catching up with you on the next one. See you later.